What's going on, guys? Boosted here once again, bringing you another war recap with Ohiowhthse. This war was pretty challenging. This one was going up against war. Cliche much. Anyways, this war was really challenging for us. These guys brought the house, and pretty good attacks on their side, pretty good bases. This is a pretty interesting war. The stats on this war are just amazing. I think there's just so many small little tidbits of this that I really want to show and talk about, and so many people that I want to give props to for this. It really kind of came down to the last minute. A couple defenses there in the end that really kind of sealed the deal for us, and there's a couple players that I also want to show and highlight some of their achievements here. Looking at the map, they two-starred. They two-starred our Town Hall 10s. They dropped a star on Graham, dropped a star on Jazzy Jeff, which I'll talk to you why Jazzy Jeff's in this replay here shortly. I think Jazzy Jeff is, if I could get a hand to him from here, man, high five, brother. But that pretty much cost him the war. It was a 3-star situation, and the last couple defenses here, just to kind of show really high percentage here. Defense on Goat has sealed the deal. Defense on Harvey sealed the deal, and that's awesome. And some of these some of the stats here to kind of lend you a good clear picture of what happened. 13 to 10 on the 3-star count, 2 to 5 on the 2-star count. So they were coming over, getting some percentages. We were finishing out, closing the deal. That's awesome. And just some interesting situations here. Most heroic defense. That's Goat. That's my man. Odin's over there on the most heroic attack, and it's pretty cool. But check this out. This is what I wanted to kind of show some of our side for the attacks. Looks like Harvey brought in a 6-pack. Good job there. Goat going in on 1 and 2, putting in 2 solid 2-star attacks, basically kind of setting the tone for the rest of our guys to hit low so that we can be guaranteed those 3 stars. And if you can have your Town Hall 10s split up and hit one, say they're equal or they're mirror, or even step down one and put up 2 stars on Town Hall 10s like that, it allows our other Town Hall 10s to go for 3-star attempts, or even to clean up some of the Town Hall 9s, to dip down and get some cleanups. And that's kind of what, by Goat hitting 1 and 2, that's what allowed Harvey to come on down to 4 and 5 and really kind of set the pace and step on down. We got a lot of first 3-star fresh hits. Cockhead got a 3-star hit. Graham got a 3-star hit out of the gate. Jazzy Jeff got a 3-star hit out of the gate. Looks like Koyan's got a 3-star hit out of the gate. We're going to show a couple of his attacks. Really solid attacker. Glenn, 3-star out of the gate. Iomi, 3-star out of the gate. And that's just some of the names, and just to kind of briefly touch on what happened. When we go out and perform at that level, it's really good because we have a lot of cleanup attacks left. You can really focus on that second round, and usually the second attack or the third attack on a base, it's really hard to defend against because, the attacker knows where your bombs are, knows where your traps are, and it's really hard to complete that third, second, fourth round defense away from a 3-star attempt. Now, that leads me into showing some of our defenses, and check out Jazzy Jeff. 7 defenses. Still did not get 3-starred. They hit him 7 times, and they still could not 3-star him. Their number 3, Tyler Perry, I watched that replay, came through, just basically ran out of time. He had just his heroes left. It was a solid hit, but you got to do it within 3 minutes, and I'm sometimes plagued by that, and it kind of catches us off guard a lot. But Jazzy Jeff, hats off, man. 7 times they came at you, man. 7 times. Shake them haters off. Shake them off. So anyway, so we're going to get in some of the replays here. That's what I want to talk about. I'm going to start with a couple of the attacks here, and then I want to go into some of the other attacks kind of on the end and kind of end on a particular note. But we're going to start with number 13. That's going to be Iomi. She's going to bring in the Asian wall of hogs here. She recognizes that this base, a lot of the defenses are clustered together. She's going to get the CC lure. That's the reason for the first hog. She's got her 4 quakes. She's going to go right for the core with it, man. She's going to go right in the middle of it, open that up, kind of get some of her troops in there. She wants to get her heroes in there so they can kind of work on all the defenses around there, so her hogs can kind of concentrate, and also so her heroes can be kind of tanks. which also helps really well with particularly a CC golem of a couple levels higher than where she is. It works really well. Cleanup wizards come down, the wall breakers come down. Now her golems are clumped up right here, and you notice the splash damage is affecting them. Wall breakers come in, and she gets through the wall. But you got to be really careful when you're building your funnels like this. If you don't separate your golems, you don't separate your kill squad, because they can get just demolished. Your wall breakers can get just wrecked with, say, a mortar drop or a wizard splash or something like that, and it'll just ruin the raid. Just absolutely ruin it. And you got to be really careful when you're doing that. Very careful. So she does a king swap up top, because a king, the defensive king can really smash hogs. Like, he can do a lot of damage. And a lot of our Town Hall 9s and even some of our Town Hall 10 players know this, that king is a beast, especially if he's up there at like 25, 27. He can really smash your hogs. And if you got a whole pile of hogs that, say, just ran through a giant bomb, they're really going to get wrecked. So she's got her heals down, covering all her hogs. Basically, they run through the heals to the other side of the base, which is really cool, because the way she broke the heal spells up. So her hogs pretty much, they go down, they get healed, they get back up on the other side. She's only got a couple point defenses left. She's got the mortar down south. They're going to turn on the skellies. It's over. It's cleanup time from here. She's got both of her heroes left. We're going to ×2 the cleanup. Clan Castle's in the middle of the core, and her hogs just pretty much run amok. So that was an awesome hit. Good job, Ohiowhthse, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name right on this one, but good job. We're going to bring that back, and next step up, we're going to look at number 12. Number 12 is Glenn. Glenn's coming in, and what I want to talk about here is kind of what happens with his troops and what to really kind of watch out for. So he breaks open the earthquake spell. The golems go in. He brings his wizards in behind, and there's just a lot of wizards here. I mean, the P.E.K.K.A.s are in really fast, and the CC's down really fast, and man, you're brave. And the reason why you're brave is when you drop everything so fast. Look at what's in the center. Look at where the balloons are going. They're going straight for his golems, which happens to be right there by a P.E.K.K.A. Both of his wizards are completely split. The pack went north, the pack went south, the healers are up top. Like, there's almost no backup for his golems. A couple of the wizards peel off, they go to the back, but those balloons get they do a lot of work on those golems. And a pack of balloons coming out of the CC like that, if you don't funnel your troops well, look at the south. The wizards are dying. That whole pack of wizards, almost 8 to 10 of them, went south and went nowhere. So he pretty much got just wasted all of those troops for that complete funnel miss right there when they all went south. So all those troops are considered wasted. And when you're going through building your funnels, you really want to make sure that you're using your wizards sparingly. Try to use one per building and try to space them out away from the defenses, so that way they don't get hit by anything. Maybe use minions, use something else, but this particular base basically got hit with a go wipe. And if you're at the Town Hall 9 level and you get hit with a go wipe, I know I talked about this a couple more replays in the past, but man, if you get hit with a go wipe, that's just a slap in the face. Like, dude, I got hit with a go wipe. Like, man, that's like weak sauce. And if a guy or a girl is gonna come through and wreck you with a go wipe, it's pretty gnarly. The healers switch targets. They're onto the P.E.K.K.A. and the golems at this point, and it's done, because you get 2 healers behind that huge amount of tank and DPS. Regardless of the wizards on the side or not, they're going to just run through and wreck the rest of the base, because the P.E.K.K.A.'s going to chew through the walls. He doesn't care. He's got a healer behind him, and there's one lonely wizard on the bottom going to come through, clean up the rest. Wizard tower's down. Going to hit the replay. Going to hit the fast forward button. It's over with. Glenn, awesome attack, man. Be careful on the funnel next time, though. You won't have to spam so many wizards, which is what we're going to talk about closer to the end of this this recap. So I want to go to number 10. And this is a Koyan. This is someone that hasn't got featured yet. So we're gonna talk about his attack. Ohiowhthse, pretty standard stuff. He's got a max queen for that level. So he spreads his golems out, and he brings in 2 wizards there, 2 wizards there. I'm gonna pause it right here for a second. So the replay we just watched, where all the wizards were kind of like fanned around, and they ended up chewing the core buildings out and then splitting up, whole group going north, whole group going south. If you look at Koyan's attack, he deliberately puts his wizards right where the buildings are, away from his funnel, or his funnel where he wants to create. He knows his wall breakers are going to be attracted to the section of wall between the gold mines. So he wants to create the funnel and leave some buildings up like breadcrumbs. And that's important, especially if you're dropping heroes or Valkyries in between this funnel. So that way they have something to be attracted to when they go into the base. So he brings in just a couple wizards. Look at that, there goes the wall breakers right there at that little corner. Here comes his queen, gives his queen something to chew on, gives his king something to chew on, gives his Valkyrie something to chew on. They almost turn, they almost go for that dark drill, but they go in where they're supposed to. And he's still got 3 wizards left in the bag, which usually those are back end cleanup wizards. Drops his poison spell, slows the balloons down. The new level 7 balloons are gnarly in the clan castle. They will wreck Valkyries, heroes, whatever. It's pretty intense, especially for the new ones. Little Tesla farm pops. Valkyries don't care. They're going to wreck through it. Back end hogs coming in, just sprinkling them in. Couple here, couple there. They catch a giant bomb, so they're not quite right yet. Heal spell brings them up back to health. Valkyries in the core. I mean, at this point, the raid's looking good. He drops 1 cleanup wizard over here at 11 o'clock, which is perfect. Drops a 2nd cleanup wizard at the south because the archer tower is aggroed on the AQ. His hogs are coming around the corner. They've got 1 little compartment left, and he hasn't hit a double giant bomb yet. And there it is, boom! Man, look at that. All the hogs are gone. But look how many troops he's got left over. He's got a golem in there. He's got his queen in there. He's got some wizards coming around the corner. King's cleaning up. The wizards are cleaning up at the 12 o'clock. So he perfectly spaced his wizards out. He's still got 1 in the bag. Just drops him at 3 o'clock. Perfect. You have to have cleanup wizards if you're going to rock any of these kind of hybrid style attacks. You have to be sparing on the front end. Drop them on the back end for cleanup. Look at all the troops he's got left over. Lord Reaper didn't stand a chance. Koyan, awesome attack, man. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Oh, totally forgot the Skelly spell there in the end. Right there on that mortar. Awesome. Good job, man. So we're going to move up to number 9. And guess who? Koyan again. So he's going in at number 9. Pretty much kind of the same thing. And we're going to showcase both of his attacks because both of his attacks had different attributes. If you see this one, he does a 1-for-1 trade. 1 balloon for 1 mortar. Awesome trade all day long. He can catch you a point defense or a splash defense on the outside. Do a 1-for-1 trade with some kind of balloon or a minion or something. Amazing. Look at the funnel. Golems wide. I'm going to pause it right here. Golems wide. 3 wizards up. 3 wizards down. Still has 1 in the bag. He's going to need it for cleanup later. That's what you want to do. You want to spread them out just so you only use the ones you need. Don't be greedy with them. Don't be stingy with them. Put enough on the map so that you clean that funnel. Make it really wide, especially for Valks. Golem pops out of the CC, and these Valks are going to make short work of that. Almost a complete waste at this point to put a Golem in the CC. Just silly. Queen's down. His queen's taking some heat. Jump covers almost most of the inner core of the base, so his Valkyries have complete reign here. They can go as far as they want to go. Back end hogs. He's still keeping that 1 cleanup wizard in the bag. That's important. He's got 5 more hogs. He's got 2 heal spells. His Valkyries are going to just shred. Heal goes down for the double giant. Heal goes down for his hogs. Some of the Valkyries split south, which is kind of cool for cleanup because they're down there completely untouched, which means he's going to have them for the back end of the raid. He should be dropping his cleanup wizard here pretty soon, especially on the left side. Or is he maybe drop it on the right side. Queen's taking some fire, pops the ability. Gonna drop the poison on the Skelly soon. I would hope. Yeah, if not, his Valkyries will take care of it. And the mortar, there's the last cleanup wizard. Mortar's done, double giant's finally found. Hero's still alive. It's cleanup time, ×2. That's what I'm talking about. Sparingly on the wizards up front. Keep a few in the bag for cleanup. And you're gonna have a key to success. That's how it's done, boys and girls. Right there. Koyan, awesome hit, man. We're going to move right up. Now I want to show number 6. So this is Coquette going in on their number 6. She's kind of like a 9.5-ish, so she's got a good bit of attacking power. And I've shown a couple of replays before. Just kind of sticking to the plan. Don't freak out. Stick to the plan. It's going to be okay. She got some pretty high heroes. They can come through and kind of tote the load for you. So I want to kind of show you what happens here on the funnel and on our Valkyries. And at this point in the raid, like I know people that have thrown their phones for this or wrecked an iPad for this, and it's just, it happens. It happens to the best of us. So she breaks the core open, which gets her about 70% of the base opened up, which is really cool. Her golems go in. The golems go in kind of narrow. which is pretty dangerous. The wall breakers go in, they get through no problem. Golems completely take the turn, which is awesome. So now they're under fire. Here come those balloons. Her archers come down, and then she just kind of like brings the wizards in a big line and immediately drops the Valkyries. Well, guess what? She hasn't created the funnel quite yet, so all the Valkyries, almost all of them, completely take a hike. Now the balloons are in the core in there just chewing away at the golems. Guess what? Those balloons completely destroyed her golems. She's got 2 golemites in there now. It's up to her heroes and a couple wizards. They turn around, they're like, oh, hey guys, I'm coming, hang tight. So she's got basic heroes, basic wizards in the core. All of her Valkyries went north. I mean, at that point in the raid, I know people that have just been like, I'm done. This is not going to work out. She's patient. She watches her tanks in the core. She knows she can't really help her Valkyries on the outside much until that core is gone. She drops the heal in the core to prevent all the rest of her tanks, which is her heroes at this point, from dying. She's still got 2 golemites in there. And if you kind of take a breath and look, like the base is almost gone. The Valkyries did almost every bit of cleanup. She's still got some wizards left. The heroes are still there, and you're like, what the crap? She's even still got back in hogs going. So completely salvaged the raid from the split off, and there's 1 building in here at the bottom, done. Wizards got it. I mean, I know I've had raids where the funnel didn't work, or my king didn't hop the wall, or my queen's now shooting a storage. You just lose it at points like that. Good job for keeping your composure. It's an awesome attack, Concat. Concat, keep it up. Great job. So to end this one, this is a pretty solid war. We did a really good job here, and I really want to tip my hat to those, especially on defense. Good job. That held the stars down. We're going to do good next war, and look forward to see you guys on the next recap. Peace.